All right. In today's video, we will be talking about AI tools for students, real users' perspective. We're going to dive into what students actually think about these AI study tools, the good, the bad, and everything in between, all based on what real people are saying. So let's get right into it.
And let's kick things off with the #1 reason students are even looking at AI. I mean, this quote really says it all. The biggest, most common praise you hear is about the incredible amount of time these tools can save. Think about it. Work that used to take all night can now get done in just a couple of hours.
So let's break down these big wins a little more. What's the deal? Why are so many students jumping on the AI bandwagon for their schoolwork? Well, it turns out there are a few key reasons that just keep popping up in user reviews.
What's so amazing here is how these tools help with pretty much every part of being a student. We're talking about saving a ton of time on research, but also making those really tough subjects way easier to understand. Plus, they can whip up study guides for you, they're there for you 24/7 for those late-night questions, and they even help you become a better writer. That's a huge win.
Okay, this part right here feels like actual magic to a lot of students. Just imagine, you take your messy notes from a lecture, you upload them, and boom, you get instant quizzes and flashcards. One person was completely blown away, saying the AI even turned their notes into little rhymes to help them remember stuff. It just takes care of the most boring part of studying for you.
Now, this is such an important point. Not everybody learns the same way. For students who get things better when they're explained simply, AI is an absolute game changer. It can take these super complicated ideas and just break them down into easy, step-by-step answers that finally click. All right, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. For every student who's in love with these tools, there's another one who's hit some major roadblocks. So let's flip the coin and look at the other side of the story. What are the real problems students are facing? And wow, this chart right here, it pretty much shows the biggest fear that students and teachers have. It's called the AI dependency trap. One study found that, students solved almost 50% more practice problems with AI helping them. But here's the catch. Their actual test scores dropped by 17%. It's a huge sign that just getting the answer isn't the same as actually learning. And that data leads right to this feeling. A lot of students admit it. They start using the chatbot as a crutch. Instead of struggling with a tough problem and building those critical thinking skills, it's just easier to ask the AI. But over time, that can really hurt your confidence in your own brain.
And the complaints don't stop there. Students are running into all sorts of other headaches. A really big one is getting answers that are just plain wrong, especially in things like math. Then you've got those surprise charges on your credit card. And what about when a tool you love suddenly changes and gets worse? On top of it all, there's that constant worry in the back of your mind. Does this count as cheating?
So how often are these answers wrong? Well, get this. One study looked at math problems and found that ChatGPT gave the wrong step-by-step solution 42% of the time. That is nearly a coin flip. Imagine trusting that for your homework. You'd have to double-check everything anyway, which totally defeats the purpose of saving time.
And this is a massive deal, especially for students who are trying to stick to a budget. This person's complaint is something you see all over the place for different apps. The way they handle billing can be super confusing, and it's way too easy to get trapped in an expensive subscription you never even wanted.
So, with all these good things and bad things, how in the world do you choose the right tool? Or should you even be using one at all? Let's try to clear things up by comparing some of the most popular options out there and see which one might be the right fit for you.
It's pretty clear there is no single best tool for everyone. It really depends on what you're trying to do. If you need an all-around helper, ChatGPT is awesome for explaining things, but you gotta watch out for those wrong answers. For writing papers, Grammarly's a beast, but it can hit your wallet hard. For just plain memorizing, Quizlet has been the go-to, but some recent changes have made people pretty unhappy. And for organizing all your notes, Notion AI is amazing, but you have to be ready for a bit of a learning curve.
Okay, this brings us to what might be the most important part of this whole conversation. How can you use these really powerful tools to get all the good stuff while dodging all the bad stuff? Well, it really all comes down to using them smartly.
So the most important thing to remember is this. You have to think of AI as a study aid. It's a tool. It's there to support you, to give you a boost, to make things a little easier, but it is not there to do the actual learning for you. That job still belongs to your brain.
So here are 4 quick, simple rules you can follow. First, always start with a free version to see if you even like it before you pay. Second, make it a habit to double-check any important facts the AI gives you. Third, decide ahead of time what you'll use it for.
and what you won't, so you don't become too dependent. And finally, please, read the fine print on subscriptions so you don't get hit with those awful surprise fees.
So what's the final verdict? Here's the bottom line. The students who are really succeeding with these tools are the ones who use them strategically. They let the AI handle the busy work, the boring, time-sucking stuff like making flashcards. That frees up their own energy to focus on what really matters, actually understanding the material.
And that leaves us all with the big question, right? Are these AI study tools a helpful assistant that can make you a better student, or are they a harmful crutch that just gets in the way of real learning? After everything we've looked at, the answer seems to be, it's all about how you decide to use them. Thanks for joining us on Best AI Apps Review Channel. Until next time, keep exploring the future with AI.